The chains and the cutter. Trap 1. Holding your breath when afraid. It's like trying to drive a car with the parking brake on. Breath is electricity for your body. Your nervous system's Wi-Fi signal. When you hold it, you choke the current. Fear becomes a closed loop, feeding itself. But breathe. Breathe, and you override the ancient lizard brain's panic button. Every inhale is voltage, every exhale discharges static. That's not philosophy, it's physics. Oxygen feeds mitochondria. Mitochondria make ATP. ATP runs every goddamn cell that you've got. Breathe. It's your battery. You're either charging or depleting. Trap 2. Reacting before regulating. That's throwing a punch in the dark and hoping it lands. Sure, sometimes it connects, but more often you break your own knuckles. Regulation is your target system. Without it, your emotions, they fire like an uncalibrated rocket, loud, dramatic, but spiraling off course. Science says the prefrontal cortex, logic, planning, lags behind the amygdala, fight or flight. Pause, regulate. And you give the wiser brain time to boot up. That pause is a microsecond time machine. Without it, you're enslaved to reflex. With it, you bend reality in your favour. Trap 3. Demanding safety from others instead of creating it within. It's like asking the storm to stop raining instead of putting up a roof. External safety is weather. It changes without asking you. Internal safety, that's architecture. And you're the damn architect. Coherence is sovereignty. Safety is coherence in your nervous system. If you wait for others to give it, you've signed away your sovereignty. Build it inside, and storms become scenery, not catastrophe. You already do this. You just don't notice. As a kid, when you cried, you gasped, and your body self-regulated with deep sighs afterward. Breath reset. When you've ever stopped mid-argument, laughed, and suddenly felt the tension vanish, you've experienced regulation. You've flipped your brain state with humour. And safety. Remember hiding under blankets as a child. The world outside didn't change, but inside you felt secure. That's the template. New ways to do this. Breathe. Box breathing. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4, hold for 4. It's like installing a circuit breaker in a shorted out system. Or go wild, sigh loudly in public, reset your vagus nerve, and watch stress leak out like steam. Regulation. Name your state before acting. I'm hungry. That linguistic label is like putting a leash on a wild dog. Suddenly, you're leading it instead of being dragged. Safety within. Anchor it somatically. Press your hand on your chest. Slow exhale. Recall a time you already survived what once felt impossible. Safety isn't something you find, it's something you remember. Like pulling an old file off the hard drive. Why is this so important? If you don't do this, you live as a marionette, jerked around by fear, panic, and other people's weather systems. You burn bridges, wreck relationships, and you wake up asking, why the hell did I say or do that? If you do, you become the storm tamer. Breath makes you the calm eye in the storm. You create a magnetic presence. People feel safer around you because you radiate coherence. That's leadership without even trying. Your health shifts. less cortisol frying your circuits, more immune strength, slower aging. Literally, you live longer. Biology. Holding breath spikes carbon dioxide. You get panic signals. Breathing regulates vagal tone. You get resilience. Psychology. Reacting unconsciously wires trauma loops deeper. Regulating reprograms them. If you don't break these patterns, they compound. You pass them on to your kids, your co-workers, your relationships. Breath holding fear gets inherited like a shitty family heirloom. Break the chain and the future shifts. Hold your breath, you suffocate your own power. React without regulation. You fuck up good things and call it fate. Demand safety from others. You'll always be a beggar in your own kingdom. But breathe when afraid. Fear becomes fuel. Regulate before reacting. Every move becomes precise. Build safety inside. The world stops owing you. That's the bolt cutter. Those 3 shifts aren't self-help. They're sovereign tech. Do this, you become the one in the room that everyone looks to when shit hits the fan. Not because you're loud, but because you're grounded. Don't do it. You stay the storm-tossed ship. Others steer your sails, and you end up wrecked on shores you never chose. The main patterns that trap you: holding breath when afraid, reacting before regulating, demanding safety from others instead of creating it within. Those are the chains. And this: breath, pause, sovereignty. That's the bolt cutter.